Hey, hello everyone. Good evening. I was about to sleep already, but I really can understand how my brain works. At times, even when I'm already lying down, my brain is still running, and it pushed me to to go back here in my computer and to do one more vlog for you guys. So I hope I could publish this still today, so that by the morning you can have something to watch again. But my 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 vlog for today is actually, I would be showing to you a published video, but I would not play the video. I would just show you that at least the top 8 vaccines that is available today in the world, and here, even here in the Philippines. But before that, few days ago, I have done vlogs that I have discussed to you in my my in my recent vlogs, just the other day or yesterday, how vaccines were made, how were they developed, what are the approaches or methodologies they were created, and the types of vaccines, the 4 types of vaccine: the inactivated, the live, and the live attenuated, what you call this, the live attenuated vaccine, and the viral vector, and the subunit vaccine. So you would see in my video, or later my presentation, actually it's published video that I will just borrow, just to show you what are the types of what are the vaccines that's available today, even here in the Philippines. But before that, so now I believe you understand now how is our vaccines made, how are vaccines created or developed, and what are the types of vaccines. And now I will show you the different brands or different vaccines that's available today. Okay, but before that, you have to understand also some medical words that you might be hearing every day, and you just don't understand what it is. Okay, because this has something to do with the vaccines. That's the reason why I will define to you right now. Just like I believe you've heard what is herd immunity. Herd, to spell it, it's H-E-R-D. Herd. Herd immunity. So what is herd immunity? Every country, even the world, or the World Health Organization, hopes that the entire world would achieve the herd immunity very soon. But of course, that depends on each country, because not every country is rich, just like the powerful countries, the rich countries, like USA, Russia, China, Korea, Japan, and the European countries. Not all countries are just like them, who are rich and who have the resources or the money to buy vaccines. So maybe all of those countries or continents that I've made mention, they would achieve herd immunity in their respective countries fast. They would be faster, But for us in the third world country, right, like the Philippines, I've read in the Department of Health announcement that maybe the herd immunity in the Philippines will be achieved by 2023 still. Well, hopefully it will go faster, but definitely Duterte would not experience that herd immunity to be achieved on his term. It might be achieved on other presidents later, whoever that is. But a herd immunity is actually, for example, just to demonstrate it to you in a very layman's term. For example, you are 10 people in your household, in your house. You have 10 members in the family, 10. Then, like for example, 3 of the 10 people in your houses, in your household, are children. And we know for a fact that children below 16 years old are exempted as of today, as of now, are not exactly exempted. They are actually not qualified to be given a vaccination or a vaccine, to be vaccinated. They're not qualified. 16 years below. So I just don't know what's the reason for that. If they would have a bad side effects, or if their age is not yet suited for vaccination, for a COVID vaccination. I just don't know yet the very reason why. But as of now, they are not. They're in the criteria not to be given with a COVID vaccine. So for example, in your household, you are 10 and 3 of them are children, so they're not given. And the 7 of you were qualified and eligible for a vaccination. You're healthy, you're at a good condition to be vaccinated. So 7 of you were vaccinated, and the 3 children in your household were not vaccinated. So even these 3 are not vaccinated. If the 7 household members are vaccinated, in your household, you actually achieve already a herd immunity. You understand that? Which means the 3 children most likely would not be infected with COVID. The chances are very, very small that they would be infected. Why? Because the 7 of you in the household are already vaccinated. Because no one even you, the 7 of you, goes out of your house and comes back, meetings, you go to places, and then you go back to your house. You will not be carrying. You are already protected. You, of course, most of you, the 7, would not be carrying anymore COVID-19, bringing it back to your own house. So, in that manner, the 7 of you not bringing anything to your house, the 3 children are protected, or just like, it's like they get immunity from the 7 of you. So that simply demonstrates herd immunity. Okay, understand? So I hope you understand. Please comment below if you do not understand still. Okay, so in globally, the World Health Organization hopes that all of the countries, I don't know if there are 200 countries all over the world or more or less, if most of those countries, like 80-90% or 95% of the countries all over the world are already vaccinated, the population are mostly vaccinated, and there's like maybe like 5% or 3% left that are not vaccinated because there's exemptions. Some are not really qualified to be vaccinated for some medical reasons. The world experience now what you call herd immunity. Okay, so that's on a bigger scale, on a world scale, and the same is true with the country. For example, with measles before, a 95% vaccination versus measles vaccine, 95% of a certain country was achieved 95%, and there's only 5% who were vaccinated. The country experienced herd immunity already. So that's what just like with COVID, that's what the World Health Organization wants to achieve, and hopefully in the Philippines we hope to achieve that herd immunity. If most will be vaccinated, like 90% or more, our country would achieve herd immunity. But I hope it would not be 2023 as our Department of Health projected it to be, because that's still too long. Okay, so another term that I would like you to understand is the word comorbidities. What is comorbidities? Now, in the Philippines, there are 7 types of people that are listed in the 7 list of comorbidities, or people with comorbidity in the Philippines. Now, who are these people in the comorbidity? They are the 65-year-old persons, male or female, who have actually, comorbidity means have underlying medical conditions, who are experiencing or thus have a underlying medical conditions. Like for example, under 65 years old, by the way. So under 65 years old, I'm 54, I'm also part of that. These are the what you call high risk group. So because the reason why I want you to understand comorbidity, who are the people so you would know if you are you belong to this high risk group, because they will be given these types of people, the 7 in the list in the Philippines, will be given priority in the vaccination. Okay, now so check it out. If you are you belong to this group, if you are 65 years old below and you have an underlying condition such as 1, chronic respiratory disease. For example, you had a tuberculosis before, but you were already cured, so you are part of that chronic respiratory disease. Or you have an asthma, existing asthma, so you belong to this group. Persons with 65 years old below with chronic respiratory disease. Okay, so you are in a high risk group. Hypertensive people, or those who has hypertension, just like me. I have maintenance, I am already controlled, but I belong to this group, and I am below 65 years old, so I belong to the high risk group. I would be given priority. Number 3, cardiovascular disease. Those who have heart ailments or heart condition, medical heart conditions, belong to number 3. Number 4 is malignancy. Oh, why didn't I know that? So anyway, I will insert that on the description below. Obesity. Those who are obese people, their weight, they have a very usually they are the obese fat people who have multiple medical conditions, like for example diabetes. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the chronic kidney disease. So those who has kidney problems or kidney medical conditions. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 of this. Why is this missing? About 15. Anyway, I will be looking for the other one. I don't know if I missed one list that should be included in this list. One medical condition also. So if you belong to 65 years old below, male or female, with chronic respiratory disease, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, malignancy, obesity, chronic kidney disease, you belong to the about 15 million Filipinos, including me, as with comorbidities. So you are given senior, just like you are given priority. We are given priority for vaccine, for immediate vaccination, because we are in the high risk group. Okay. Now for senior citizens, they would be the government said they would be given an AstraZeneca, and for comorbidities controlled, just like me, I will be given Sinovac. Okay. Now for 16 years old and below, they will not be vaccinated as of now, but Pfizer is applying for an EAU, which means emergency use authorization for lower age, because they said their vaccines can be given to lower age, lower than 16 years old, but that is yet to be approved or by the FDA. So what else? Now before I show you the last part of this vlog, the question is, do you have what do you call this? Do you want to select a type of brand of vaccine, just like for example Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca? My advice actually is this: all of these vaccines, even how different they were made or what approaches they've used, and what types of vaccine they are, if they are mRNA, if they are what they call as whole bacterium or whole virus type of vaccine, or vector vaccine, or genetic material vaccine, whichever they are, all of them actually does do one common thing. They give our immune system it's like an intel. All of them tells our immune system, our body defense, our body, to recognize the image or the image of the virus, which is COVID-19. All of them gives them our body to recognize that ability to recognize the virus. So any one of them. So my advice to everyone is, what is the type or the best vaccine that you should take? My advice is just like what the government advises and what President Duterte advises, and the doctor that I've watched in YouTube she advised, it is the best vaccine is what is available already in your place or in your area, that is being given to you by the government. Whatever it is, that is the best vaccine that you should take, and you don't need to choose, because all of them are almost the same in purpose, to prevent you from being infected and to protect you and your family too from being infected. Okay, so now I would show you the list of the list of the vaccines that's available in the world right now. Number one, if you can see that, I'll just zoom this. That is Pfizer. Okay, Pfizer, and you could see it's Pfizer or Biotech. They're made from US, and our counterpart Biotech is a German company. They are an mRNA type of vaccine, which means they use the a part of the DNA and RNA of the virus, of COVID virus, was used in this vaccine, and they are given 2 shots times 2, and their efficacy rate is 90 to 94%. By the way, it's not the most important is not the rate or the efficacy rate, because these are clinical trial rates in the laboratory or in vitro, or in clinical trials, either in vitro or in vivo. But it is different when it is already injected to you individually. The efficacy, of course, differs. It's not exactly this one. Okay, so but everything is good. Moderna is also mRNA. It's given twice the dose, 2 doses. 1994, it comes from US. Then we have the Johnson & Johnson, or J&J, together with Janssen. J&J is an American company, and Janssen is from Belgium. So they use a viral vector vaccine, and it's given once. The efficacy rate is 70 to 85%. Then we have the AstraZeneca and Covishield. It's a UK-Sweden company combination. They use again viral vector, and it's given 2 doses, 70 to 90%. Then we have from Russia, which is Sputnik 5. It's viral vector again, and it's times 2, 85 to 90% efficacy rate. And of course from China, we have the Sinovac and CoronaVac. It's an inactivated virus, so they use a whole virus which is inactivated, and it's times 2 the dose, 67 to 75%. Novavax is also, the one thing that is good about Novavax is it is protein based. They use I think the protein of the virus, of the COVID virus, times 2, and 85 to 89%. It's from US. Last but not the least is Covaxin. Is inactivated virus. That's below. I'm sorry. Okay, we're about to be done here. So the last one is Covaxin, activated, times 2 the dose, 70 to 80%, and it's from India. Okay, anyway, going back, any of those brands of vaccines that I've shown you are all very good vaccines. You do not need to choose. Whichever of those vaccines are good for all of us. Okay, so if you want to know more, by the way, if you are somewhat, if this is the video that you have just watched, especially if you're new viewers, please go and check my like past 2 or 3 days vlog about COVID vaccines, how they are made, what are the types of you go back to the other vlogs, browse on my videos, so you could understand when you get to this recent vlog of mine. Okay, so because there's stages of my presentation, or my vlogs for about vaccines is it's like it's segmented from, it's like a one step to another, getting higher, or so that you will have that knowledge coming here to this recent vlog, what type of vaccines that you would want to be given to you. But as I've said, and as the government said, what is available in your place is the best vaccine that you should take. Okay, with that, now I can sleep. I think I'm already tired. So please comment below, suggestings, whatever you want me to vlog for you, so you'll have knowledge, further knowledge. And please do subscribe. Okay, please do subscribe, like, hit the bell button, and dash, so you will be notified of my incoming vlogs. And I forgot that. And so thank you very much. Good night, everyone. Good night. I hope to try to speak Tagalog in my coming vlogs. I'm not joking. Really, I'm having more harder time to speak in Tagalog, to do vlogs, especially in medical terms. I'm hard up thinking of the right words to say. Even I'm Tagalog, it's just different when you say it in Tagalog than in English. I can explain it better when I'm doing this in English, especially these medical terms. Okay, anyway, but I'll try for those who would like to me to do it in Tagalog. Okay, so again, good night, everyone. Thank you very much. God bless. Be safe. As I always say, peace, God bless, and love one another, more so your families. Good night, guys. Good night.